Cancer, how are you guys? Welcome to all the crabs. Welcome to the Intuitive Teacup. That is me. That is my channel. We're going to do a fun little tarot spread for all the Cancers out there for the month of August. Do keep in mind with these YouTube readings, they're general. Not everything I say is going to resonate with everyone out there, and that's fine. Only take away messages for your best and highest good. You will know intuitively what those are, Cancer. You are very intuitive as a water sign. Pieces and parts of this may resonate with you. I hope a lot of it does, but if not, feel free to check out another reader. That's totally cool. Feel free to check out a video from me in another week or so. Maybe that will be your message. Or check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos for additional messages for more clarity. All right, we are going to hop in for Cancer. What else do you need to know? In the description box below, it will help you generate your birth chart if you're interested in that. There's a link. It takes you to a website that's totally free. It helps you do that. Also in the description box below will be the decks I'm using, if you're interested in that. Ooh, all right. As well as my social media channels. So go ahead and check those out if you are interested. Other than that, we're going to hop in for Cancer's reading for August. Messages for your best and highest good. Let's start Cancer off with an energy card. Healing energy card for Cancer. All my crab friends out there. I like it when they pop out. We'll see if we can get one to pop out. This one. All right. Rejection. Oh God. And that's when everybody stopped watching. All right. We'll see what we can get for that though. Maybe this is a message that very specific Cancers need to hear. All right. Number 13. I like that number though. That speaks to me about transformation, major changes, releasing something, letting something go, and transitioning into a new cycle. I am getting something about fate, destiny, almost like Wheel of Fortune energy. You may have been dealing with a Scorpio. You may have strong Scorpio in your chart. And some of you may be very career focused right now, trying to build your career, your empire, whatever that means to you. All right, Cancer, let's keep that in mind, and we will, yeah, we're going to move on. Something about spider webs, cobwebs. Isn't that a song by No Doubt? Maybe somebody needs to listen to that. Maybe that was your song with your ex or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Cancer, your card. All right. 8 of Wands. I like that. Swift movement, fast communication. This can sometimes be travel. So that's at the heart of your matter. I think you guys are wanting to move on desperately from someone, potentially to someone, right? I'm interested to find out what this rejection is. I just feel like there's something more to this than face value. Oh my gosh, really, Cancer? You got the same card twice. So what's crossing your matter? You got the swift, fast movement travel card clarified by the exact same card, different decks. So not only do you have 8 wands, you have 16 wands. I don't know if the number 16 is significant to you. That makes you may be born on the 16th. When would that be? I guess July. But that makes me think of Tower energy, major changes, and I think that's what some of you are maybe wanting. The idea of something coming in and completely stripping you down naked, metaphorically, so that you can rebuild on a more stable foundation. Because yeah, what you have right now isn't solid. It's a little bit rocky. It's not good for longevity. Some of you may be wanting to travel. That's possible. Some of you may be traveling to see family or friends. Yeah, but something about black clouds, dark days, like a tornado or a thunderstorm. And this is all in metaphor, but yeah, trying to escape the darkness. I think you have a best friend or an ally that really stands by your side, and like they mean the world to you. For a lot of you, I don't think it is a romantic partner. It's like your bestie. That's what's coming through here, is that on the darkest of days, your bestie helps get you through. But someone else has their eye on you, Cancer, and I don't think you're aware of it. I don't know if this is a romantic suitor or, you know, someone coming into your future for another reason. Something about your dreams here are really important. Message me. Okay, I think that's what this is. This is like this weird dreamscape. It reminds me of like a Dali painting or something. Like it's very surreal and kind of bizarre. It's like these two figures. This is what I was saying about your bestie. You may have a twin. You're riding on a body through dark clouds. Maybe some of you had a dream about that, but you're getting important messages and downloads. That's what this is. It's communication in dreams. All right, interesting. So what is in your subconscious? Well, I think that is, oh, there's that tower we were talking about. Yeah, so the thing is, I don't know how subconscious this is because I think a lot of you are aware that you want major changes. Maybe you don't know just how major the changes coming in will be, or I don't know, maybe some of you aren't anticipating it, but you are now. You're welcome. No, I'm just kidding. Something here about rainstorms, lightning storms, thunder, lightning, tornadoes. There's some song about, what is that, lightning striking again? I don't know. I get a lot of messages via music, so if some of you guys do too, I don't know, maybe listen to that. This subconscious. Some of you subconsciously want to be fired from your job because you hate it. You want to jump out the window when you're there. But I think, like, you know, you're trying to put on a good face, and maybe, you know, you probably need the job, or there's some reason why you're staying. But for some of you, I'm just getting, it would be a relief if you were fired because you wouldn't have to worry about it. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's what that rejection is. Maybe some of you want to be released from something. That's what I think this is. I think some of you want to be released from a person, whether that's your boss or your romantic partner. Because like I was sensing with this best friend, your best friend is your ally here. If this is representing a romantic partner, they're like off in the distance behind you. Like I'm just getting that you have chosen to reject or leave something or someone behind. Because Cancer, this is your spread. Your movement is fast. My goodness. Okay. Anything else we need to know about this tower? This is a bizarre one, Cancer. The Seven of Swords. Sneaking away into the unknown. Seven of Swords is a tricky energy. It's an Aquarius card. This is a Scorpio card. You may have strong Scorpio in your chart or be dealing with a Scorpio. You may have left a Scorpio or vice versa. A Scorpio may have left you. The thing is, it's coming up in your subconscious though, so I don't know if this has already happened and it's impacting and affecting you now, or if potentially that's something that if it's in your subconscious, you're desiring. So that's going to be a little bit different for every Cancer, but yeah. All right, interesting. I do get from this card though that by, I don't want to say sneaking away, but by, I don't know, mentally moving on, there is freedom there. It's like you're in this, how I was saying, you're in the clouds, a lot of cloud imagery. All three of these cards, clouds, dreams might be very important here. But also the idea of darkness, gray clouds. It's like once you make it through these clouds, it's like you're going to find like your Mecca, your heaven, a better place, a better home, a better job. But I will say, the way I've placed these cards, you're going to have to go through some major life changes, Cancer. Interesting. All right. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. All these music messages are coming through. All right, you should put your iTunes on shuffle and see what comes up. There may be messages in there for you. So in your past, you have the Queen of Swords, cutting something off. And yeah, I think a lot of you rejected someone. Again, this could go vice versa. Feel free to swap the roles around. And if so, you know, my heart goes out to you, Cancer. I'm sorry. Someone was cold and cutting. I'm even getting heartless with this. The Queen of Swords in a higher vibration, though, is not a cruel queen. She's not the most emotional queen. She thinks with logic, with data, with analysis. Her actions are motivated by her truth, right? She's a Libra. Truth, justice, fairness. She rules her kingdom very fairly. She would cut something out if she knew it wasn't for her own good. If she knew it wasn't going to serve her. If she knew it wasn't good for the kingdom, right? The environment, her energy, whatever that is. And she can be a little bit defensive, right? In a lower vibration, right? Sometimes she can be a little bit judgmental and cut things off too soon if she has a bad vibe or a bad feeling. Sometimes she can strike too soon and cut something out and be questioning if she made the right decision. But yeah, for a lot of you, I'm getting that either you or your person decided to sever ties, whatever that means, sever a relationship. There may have been arguments involved. But I don't know if she wholeheartedly, it's so funny, I don't know if she wholeheartedly agreed with the decision she made, her ruling, I'm getting like judge energy. Some of you may have been involved in a court case. The way her hand is raised, it's almost like, I'm just getting her being like, well, wait a minute. Like, let's talk. It's like, get out of here. I never want to see you again. But wait, hold on. It's very interesting, which is sort of a Libra energy, that indecision, weighing the scales out. You may have made a decision, Cancer, and now you're questioning if you made the right decision about leaving somebody or communicating something. It could have been about telling somebody about a dream you have, and you're questioning if they're trustworthy, if you should have told them. The Three of Wands. Yeah, I think you cut somebody off because they kept you waiting and you were impatient. I think that's what's coming through here. The waiting for your ships to come in. So it's like you started to go down a path with something. Now that could be a job, right? It doesn't have to be a person, but it could be a relationship, whatever. You started going down a path. I am getting kind of in partnership. So again, business, romance, whatever it is for you. And you got to a point where you weren't getting any more results, or again, you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting to see what supplies, this is a metaphor. What was going to come of this? And it was stagnation. And I think some of you were impatient. And you're like, you know what? I don't have time for this. Bye. Girl, bye. That's what it is. But then I think some of you realize you may have cut it off too soon. And so maybe some of you are questioning whether you did cut it off too soon and if you should reach out and communicate to this person again. It could have been with a fire sign, specifically a Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. It could have been with a Libra, or again, a Scorpio or Aquarius. Interesting. So what is your goal? All right, Five of Cups. So fives are tricky energies. Fives are imbalances, right? And I think you're looking to get balance back in your life. This three, if you will, was an imbalance and you cut it. You're like, nope, I don't got time for this. And yet I think your goal is to get out of this emotional imbalance, right? And that makes sense if I'm getting caught between a rock and a hard place, or not fully knowing who to invest your time in, who to offer your cup of love to. But right now it's like you're wanting to get over the sadness. You're focused on the past, on cups that have spilled, cups being our emotions, our love, that the water's out. You're never going to get it back. But there's other opportunities that are right behind you that await if you could just turn around and be open to receiving new avenues of love and joy. And so because that's coming up in your goal, I think you know that there's other things out there for you. And I think it's your goal to maybe find them. Maybe some of you are sort of in limbo of, if you're not regretting this decision, you cut something out and you knew it didn't serve you, and cool, good for you, Cancer, that's empowering. But I'm getting that some of you are like, okay, so now what? Like, where's my other cup? Because I've been patient. Have you though? Have you been impatient? Or have you been patient? I'm just going to throw that out there. I think some of you may have acted in haste. What are these two other cups? What is this emotional fulfillment that is within Cancer's reach? The Two of Wands. Okay, Cancer. Okay. Lots of fire energy, lots of wands. Remember how we were saying you went down a path, you went down your Two of Wands with a person, career, romantic, whatever. Then you got to the three and you were impatient and cut it off. This to me is actually redirecting you to like go back to the Two of Wands stage, go back to the path that you were headed down. Now that might be difficult, right? If you left a job, right? Maybe you were there a few months and you're like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. I'm leaving. That's it. I'm out. Bye, Felicia. I don't know if you can get that job back, but there may be something similar in that you should keep following that path. Interestingly enough, I'm getting patience here. The idea of waiting for your ships to come in. Look at the depiction of this card. Now, this is the two. This is not the three. comes before the 3, right? She's waiting. She's waiting for this, I don't know, this army to come down to her castle. She's waiting for her ships to come in, Cancer. It's like redirecting you to something that I think a lot of you acted in haste, and you disregarded this real quick, thinking this is like an empty vessel. It's not going to offer me anything, you know, off with your head type of deal with this queen. That's what I'm getting. But it's universe coming in being like, no, Cancer, this came into your life for a reason. So it could have been with a water sign. Again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag. Very interesting. Some of you, it might be your goal to get this person back. For those who acknowledge that they may have cut something off too fast. Interesting. All right, so what is coming into your future? Wow, 9 of Cups. I love that, Cancer. Your wish fulfillment. Your dreams and wishes, they're coming true. Slowly, right? It's a 9. That's pretty high in the cycle, right? We close it off at the 10. So this is the idea of a close to the completion of a cycle. This is going to happen over time, but I'm just getting slowly but surely. You're on the right path. This forward movement that I think some of you guys, so desperately want. You're on your way. You're on the right path. And I think a lot of you are questioning that you aren't. Because some of you so desperately want a tower. You want major changes, or, you know, the opposite. You went through major changes and you're like, but what was it? So what was the point? What was all that for? I'm just getting, I know nobody likes hearing this. It did serve a greater purpose, or this idea of you wanting the change so badly. There's a reason why you're feeling that way. And it's all trying to align you so that you can get to your ultimate goal and destination. And what is it? It's emotional fulfillment. It's emotional satisfaction and joy. There's great pride, right? He wears this red hat. It speaks about your passion, your love, being surrounded by joyous energy, by people you love and trust, by friends and family. Possibly being illuminated to something that you didn't see clearly before. And I will say, all this storm energy, these gray clouds that we were talking about, all this cloud energy, if you can see all those, there's not a cloud in sight here. It's crystal clear. It's illuminated by this yellow sunshine. This storm will pass, but it involves patience. And I think some of you are struggling with that. You're struggling who to trust too. This card, I just heard the idea of like Rapunzel, if you know that story. Rapunzel let down your hair because the prince wants to climb up. Male or female, it doesn't matter. You're not certain. You don't know if you want to let down your hair. And that is like a greater metaphor for relaxing. You know, take your shoes off, let your hair down, you know, chill, relax. That is not always the easiest trait to come by for Cancers. The idea of relaxing, easier said than done, right? I get that. I have Cancer in my chart. You're not sure who to trust in love. Some of you may have had your heart broken a lot in the past, and that would make sense that this is coming up as your goal. Is like, this could represent 3 really difficult relationships you've gone through, right? And there's more to be had. There's more partnership. There's more relationship. There's more joy and happiness and dating. But something about it, it's like you're cloaked in black. You're just like, this is it. This is my life. It's disappointment. So that when opportunity knocks, right, wands, inspiration, opportunity, travel, creativity, whatever, it's like, do you want to let your hair down? Can you trust this person enough to relax and be yourself? But also, do you trust them enough to let your hair down? And I take that as let your guard down. Let them into your life. Offer your passion, right? Your love of life, your zest. Whatever it is that you so dearly hold in your heart, and I think you're protective of, you're not wanting to share the secret maybe, it's still a tangible reality for you is what I'm getting here. Are we doing okay for time? We're okay. Yeah, some of you may have been rejected a lot in the past, but I gotta be honest here. I'm not just, you know, saying this to blow smoke up your, you know what? I think a lot of you rejected someone else. And maybe subconsciously, ooh, this is actually kind of a deep message. Subconsciously, and I do believe subconsciously, I want to make that clear, you may have rejected someone to level the playing field. Scales, Libra, justice, right? It's like you thought you were taking justice into your own hand to being like, nope, not for me. But you, as I was saying, you may have acted in haste. I don't think it was ego, but you were so used to being rejected maybe that you cut it off before it even had a chance to take off because you didn't want to be hurt again. Oh, Cancer. Oh, I'm sending you all a big hug. But yeah, that just came through. That makes a lot of sense. All right. What do we need to know about this wish fulfillment for Cancer? Let's focus on the happy sunshine. Come on, get happy, like the Partridge Family. Ten of Pentacles. Damn, Cancer. You have your wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. That's pretty badass. So this can be, Pentacles can stand for money, so amazing amounts of abundance and wealth, but also the idea of value and valuing the people and what is in your life. Valuing the relationships, people valuing, I think it's you and your love and what you offer and put out into the world. These cups can represent something you do or create and put out for the world for the taking. And it's not so much that they're going to drain you. It's something that you have so much love within you that it's easy for you to just like fill the cup and put it out. Almost the way you like, I just got this really random image of, like not a keg, but what do they have it at like football games, the cooler where you fill your little paper cup or your whatever. It's like you have love for the taking. It's like you fill a cup and put it out, you fill a cup and put it out, because whatever it is about your soul or your spirit, Cancer, your energy is naturally very healing and joyous and kind. And that would make sense that in the past you've probably been burned a lot. Your love was probably quite healing to people who really needed it. And they may not have made it known, but it's like they took your love and ran because it like revived them. It recharged their battery. They needed that love from you because they weren't getting it elsewhere. And unfortunately, you may have been like the unfortunate victim of that circumstance, I guess. And the thing is, I don't think you want to be selfish with your love. I don't think you want to hold back and become this sort of like jaded, negative person. I know you don't, Cancer. So your wish is that you can put love out in the world and your love is valued by those around you. It also has to do with putting your love out for family, for friends. This is the idea of long-term, like building of relationships and family and legacy, if you will. Generational, kids, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents. It could be building an empire in terms of a business or career in which you are putting good vibes and good energy out into the world, some sort of, it could be healing, but just nurturing energy, caring for other people, helping other people. You may want that to be a bankable idea, or it may just have to do with having enough love and money to take care of your family, to have a really big, thriving family that lasts generations, that you build a legacy based on love. Ooh, I love that, Cancer. That's really cool. All right, so you, Cancer, boom, same card, Ten of Pentacles. This is your mindset right now. So what's coming in, I like that. What's coming in, your dreams come true regarding your Ten of Pentacles, whatever that is. You are coming up as the Ten of Pentacles. You are sitting on a bankable idea. You are recognizing your self-worth. You are recognizing your value. Whatever project or career or person that is in your, I want to say in your headspace, you're demonstrating loyalty to pursuing that. And I'm not saying it's in front of you. It's in your hand at the moment. It's not, because this speaks of long-term building. It's like you have the seed in your hand and you're demonstrating the loyalty you have to the seed to make sure it grows into the oak tree. You're thinking long-term growth. A lot of it may have to do with starting a family or a business. The Seven of Cups. Options. You may have a lot of options or paths that you can go down. This also speaks about a couple things. Dreams. Again, some of you may be getting heavy message in your dreams, in your subconscious. Also, your dreams coming true. Again, it's not that it's happening right now. It's that you're envisioning a world where this is something I want and I desire. How am I going to make this dream come true? Because it's based in the tangible. It's looking at the seed into a tree. It's not It's not completely in the head space or in the heart space of wouldn't it be nice if. It's no, like, let's actually build this. Let's make it happen. Again, the imagery on this, I have to be honest, I don't totally know what this is getting at, but this heavy, like, dream, cloudy, nightmarish, if you will, I don't know what this is for you, Cancer. All I can say is that you're getting messages or downloads in dreams. So if you wake up and remember them, write them down, because there may be value in analyzing them. Some of you are scared to pursue this, whatever this long-term dream is for you, your money, your career, starting a family. There's something very spooky and ominous about it, if you will. Facing your own truth or facing your own value. Or the idea of like illusion. There's things in shadow and you're seeing them as these scary monsters, but if you were to shine a light on it and recognize it's not actually what it seems. There's something about mystery or illusion here regarding your Ten of Pentacles. You may have an idea in your head of what your Ten of Pentacles is, your dream, your wish, but it may come in the form of something different. And it may have to do with why you rejected this in the past. You may have thought this wasn't a good fit for you, but as I said, I feel like the universe is bringing it back for a reason, for you to take another glance or another look at it. It's not going to be for everybody, but very interesting. All right, so how do other people view you, Cancer? Aw, the King of Cups. I love that. The King of Love, the King of Intuition, the King of Spirituality, the King of Healing. Sometimes the card of fatherhood, right? Love, right? Fatherhood, motherhood, whatever. You can be female or male. It doesn't matter. Someone who's very careful with their emotions. And again, in a lower vibration, someone who can be overly guarded with their emotions, right? Generally, the King of Cups is very skilled, right? He's been through a lot of emotional battles. He's had his heart broken multiple times. Those are the battles he's had to fight to get to this king position where he learns and understands about himself and about other people, so he knows how much is okay to give, right? Even the way this is, it's like, yes, I have all these cups and I have all this love and energy to give, but I'm going to decide who I give it to. It's like you're sitting at your table almost guarding this a little bit. And the thing is, it's not coming from a place of selfishness. It's that I am just getting, you've learned the lessons the hard way of overgiving, of being too generous, of giving too much of your time and energy and emotions to people. And yet, even people from your past, they probably see you as, my God, Cancer is such a wealth of love, a wealth of healing, nurturing energy. I'm just getting like people want to cuddle up next to you because just being around you, it brings them lots of joy and happiness. That's pretty badass, Cancer. All right, so what is your guidance or advice? The Five of Wands. So smack in Leo season, there's that Leo card. Conflict. It can sometimes be external, like immature fighting, if you will. It's like a heated argument escalated and now it's like a full out fight. It's not a literal like beating people with a bat fight. But do you know what I think this is for you, Cancer? I think this is fighting for what you want. Fighting for what you believe in. Fighting off the naysayers who are obstacles in your path to get to whatever it is. For a lot of you, it's like a path to spirituality. Or some career that you're really interested in. This could also represent fighting that internal ego. Fighting off the wrong people is what I'm getting here. Your ego tries to keep you safe and in the comfort zone, which is not always a good thing. Usually it's not. We need to expand and grow as people. We need to take risks. We need to venture off into the unknown, into those scary depths, right? What seems like terrifying and frightening, sometimes it's very liberating once you get into that unknown zone. It opens your world up, right? And that's what's coming through here. Pushing through obstacles that you think that you can't, but also silencing the naysayers. And I am getting for a bunch of you, the naysayer is actually yourself. again, it's like that little voice in your head saying that maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not talented enough. Maybe I don't deserve love. I'm just going to get hurt again. I shouldn't take risks. It's an internal battle. So what can Cancer do to silence these naysayers, to push through? What other advice or guidance card, sorry, can we get for Cancer here? Rejection of yourself. I don't know what that means, but Two of Pentacles. Keep it lighthearted. The Two of Pentacles is usually the jester or the joker. You may be overwhelmed at times. You may feel frustrated. You may feel like heated and angry about certain things. This is about stripping it down and finding joy in the very simple things in life. Again, looking at that seed in your hand and showing that you are taking it seriously enough to want to nurture it into the oak tree, if that makes sense. Don't forget to enjoy the little things in life. And again, this has to do with fear and intimidation. There may be two obstacles in a row that come in. Something about this tower too. I don't know what that is. There may be two obstacles, potentially in the form of people, that you have to break through. This might represent your parents, Cancer. How I was saying, naysayers who are sort of blocking you on this path that I think you know you're destined to go down. This forward movement that you want so badly. They may see it as this ridiculous dream you have. Something that's like otherworldly, that's not tangible, it's like you're living in a dreamscape, Cancer. That might be how other people are seeing this, but the thing is, it's your dream come true, it's your wish, and it's like a bankable idea. There's value in it. There's tremendous value for growth and legacy and whatever it is, but you may have to fight for it. You may have to exert a lot of courage and passion and energy to fight for what you believe in. Courage, right? It's Leo season. It's like bust out that lion energy. You have to roar, right? King of the jungle. You have to fight for it and push past these people who initially seem intimidating, but I'm just getting that they're not. They have followed a different path in their life than you have, and it's not the path that you're destined to go down. I'm just getting like when you take off the hoods of these people, it's like the Father Time in the Virgo card. You may be dealing with Virgos that are in your way, so to say. It's like when you reveal the hood, they're just older people. Again, for a lot of you, it's your parents. And they're just saying, well, that's not how I did it. And it's like, okay, you can still love them. You can still acknowledge what they're saying. But ultimately, it's like, well, this is what I'm going to fight for. So, thank you for your opinion. Thank you for sharing that with me. Like, this, like, kindly step aside. I'm coming through. I'm coming in. And not only that, it's like, I'm coming in hot, right? There's passion and energy here. It's either an internal battle or an external battle with obstacles that you need to break through. That's your advice or guidance. Keep pushing through. Be strong. What is your potential outcome? All right, the Five of Swords. Wow, lots of fives. Yeah, you have 3 fives. Devil energy, something keeping you stuck, something you need to push through. And if you don't do it yourself, then the tower's going to come in and do it for you, right? The tower unsticks us, right? When we are stuck in a rut, right? We can't get out of this pattern, this habit, potentially toxic behavior. The tower comes in ultimately to save you, but it's not always the most pleasant thing to go through. It could be a struggle. Anyway, your potential outcome is 5 of Swords. Winning at all costs, but I do like that for you. Sometimes this is a card of people who say things or do things or take actions or wound people because they're so headstrong that they have to win at all costs. It's like this guy's looking back at the people he hurt, right? These people are like, holding their head in their hands, crying, emotions, sorrow. But it's like a mental battle. It's a mental struggle. For you, Cancer, this has to do with unveiling these robed figures that you're scared of, right? It's like once you reveal the robe, they're just human beings like you and I. This is you looking back, recognizing, oh, these people weren't so scary after all. So I almost take this as a warning that you may be tempted to come at these obstacles or these people with fire and zest and fight. And I'm almost getting it's going to be a much more gentle conversation than you actually think it is. So you don't need to use words that are going to cut, words and actions that are going to wound, because if you do, you're going to regret it. This is almost saying to me, just have the conversation. It's not going to be as bad as you think. Again, those gray clouds. What the hell are with those gray clouds? Something about dreams is important here, or just going through the rainstorm, shelter from the storm. You're going through the thick of it now, but the sky is going to clear. It's going to be a bright and shiny, sunshiny day. That's the lyrics to some song, right? You do need to win at all costs, Cancer, but it's for yourself. It's not to prove something to somebody else. It's because you need to go after what your head and your heart are telling you need to go after. All right, Cancer, I hope that lands for some of you. Yeah, that's what I got. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know what resonated. And I will see you guys for more tarot readings very soon. This was a tricky one, Cancer. It's kind of all over the place. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what this means to you. Thanks for joining me today. All the best to you, Cancers. Bye.